Welcome back to White Mountains. Today I've got Shannon Budd from Great Glen and the Mount Washington Auto Road. Thanks so much for being on the show, Shannon.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you guys have had some really successful events thus far this season. You've still got some really fun events coming up.
Correct.
So let's just go over some of that and let us know what you've had going on, what you got coming up.
We've had a really busy, great summer. Mother Nature has blessed us with wonderful weather, so we've been able to pull off just about everything. Earlier this year, we hosted the New Hampshire ATV Day. And we had 2 waves of ATV riders. We closed the road to everyone but ATVs. We had about 1,300, 6:50 in the morning, 6:50 in the afternoon.
Wow.
They get to ride up and during their block of time and enjoy the summit on their ATV and take in all the sights. And so that was a lot of fun. We had a great turnout. That was sold out within a few hours of opening the ticket sales on January 15th.
That's awesome.
We've also had the Northeast Delta Dental Foot Race earlier this year as well. That was in June, and we had several hundred runners come for that to raise money. And we just this past weekend had the Mount Washington Auto Road Bicycle Hill Climb, which is part of the hill climb circuit. It is known as the world's toughest hill climb, and our winner this year did it in 53 minutes, 42 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Under an hour.
Under an hour.
That's
We had 4
impressive.
unicyclists too.
I think Hans, you've done the unicycle up there, right, Hans?
I think Hans probably has done everything.
no.
up
Hans
there.
has done a little bit of everything up there.
Thank you for your support, but no.
So those are past events. Upcoming events, we have tomorrow morning is our last sunrise drive.
Yep.
The guided tours for that have been sold out, but we do not have a limit on how many people can come and drive themselves.
Yep.
You can come to the parking lot for 4 a.m. and the road will open at 4:30, and we'll all go up together and watch a beautiful sunrise. The weather report says it's going to be a gorgeous morning.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
It should be great.
Nice.
We also have Muster in the Mountains coming up.
Okay.
So Muster in the Mountains is a colonial reenactment of the early to mid 1850s. Takes place every year in our field at the base of the Auto Road.
Okay.
We get folks who come and reenact as Native Americans and as early colonists, and they
neat.
set up for 3 days and they live and eat and work and function the way they did back in the early days.
Wow.
It's a free to the public event. It opens up, I believe, September 6th. Check the website, mountwashingtonautoroad.com.
Okay.
But it's a free event for the public to come, and these folks are in character, and it's a lot of fun. They do things like a cannon firing, they do tomahawk throwing, all kinds of
Interesting.
woodwork, whittling, and things like that, leather work. So
Very cool.
it's a lot of fun if you want to immerse yourself in the early to mid 1850s and see what it was like for folks back then.
Yeah.
Come on down to the base of the Auto Road.
Which is insane because it wasn't that long ago, actually.
It really
Think
wasn't.
about it. Yeah, that's
No.
crazy how far things come in such a short amount of time. And then you have some new. You have a new snow coach, I believe.
We
right?
do.
So-
That is the rumor. So we've got several in our fleet now. We're really excited for winter. It is just around the corner. When the summer operations for the road closes, we open up for snow coach, and those are tours to tree line in the winter.
And Hans knows about those as well, right, Hans?
He's a driver.
He drives. You
The
want to
snow
go
coach.
on the Mount Washington Auto Road with Hans, you get on one of those snow coach rides.
Yep.
He'll tell you
Request Hans.
amazing stories.
Alrighty. Yep.
But also this summer, through this summer to move off the Auto Road and into Great Glen Trails, we do guided wildlife kayak tours, and they are phenomenal. So we do half-day tours and we do full-day tours.
Wow.
The wildlife tours take place on the Androscoggin River.
Yeah.
And just yesterday or the day before yesterday, they spotted 2 moose right on the side of the river. It's a 7-mile, very easy, very gentle, guided, led kayak tour down the river. I took one about 2 weeks ago, and we saw kingfishers, blue herons, just
blue herons.
bald eagles.
Yeah.
There were bald eagles in the trees, and so these folks lucked out and they got to see a couple of moose. But
I
lot
still
of fun.
haven't seen a moose, so I'm jealous.
A lot of fun. You don't have to have any kind of fantastic, amazing kayak skills. You just have to have a love of nature.
Yeah.
And, so you can sign up for those trips at greatglentrails.com/kayak.
Nice.
And,
there you go.
They do half day, they do full day, and those are a lot of fun. We'll do those right through the fall. and right up until we can't kayak anymore.
Yeah. And I think Nate guides a lot of those, right?
He does.
And he loves
And
kayaking.
lots
so he's
of fun
a good
and
one to go with.
great
Yeah,
sense
he's
of
a fun
humor,
guy. Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
yep.
He's a good guy to go on that with. And you can do it the half day or the full day, which is nice.
That's correct. Yep.
Nice. And is there anything else? I think we covered everything we had talked about before the break.
I think so.
You guys have a lot of fun stuff, both at the Mount Washington Auto Road and Great Glen Trails. So you can go online to both to reserve your spot for these
Correct.
events and for these opportunities.
Correct.
So you can go online to greatglentrails.com
.com.
and MountWashingtonAutoRoad.com.
.com. And hit the events tab, and all of the information on past, present, and forward events is right there waiting for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show,
Thank you
Shannon.
for having
It's been
me.
a pleasure. And if you want to go to any of these events or you want to check out more information, these are both awesome places to go visit if you're in the area. Really kind of must-see places. The Mount Washington Auto Road to get up to Mount Washington itself, and also Great Glen Trails. There's a lot of awesome opportunities there as well. Make sure you check them out, and make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back on White Mountains Today.